Hello everyone! This is a demonstration on how to use a neti pot properly. It is fantastic for staving off or actually preventing sinus infections and any kind of allergies that you might have, because those allergens get caught up in your sinuses and they have a tendency to stick there and then cause inflammation, and then it makes you feel miserable. So in order to get them out, we like to blow our noses, and that doesn't always work. So using a neti pot is actually the tool that will get you the cleanest sinuses and help you to feel best in the shortest amount of time. So the very first thing you're going to want to start with is your neti pot and the pre-measured packets of saline solution. It's important to use those. I know they give you a recommendation that you can create them on your own, but from what I have found, that their packets are pH balanced, so it does not burn and sting in your nostrils, which allows you to continue using it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get out your neti pot and your pre-measured packet. You'll see I have mine in here. Pre-measured packets, it's important to keep them dry, so make sure you reseal the package. I do find that Meal Med is the one that I think is most comfortable to use and works the best. I have tried off-brands and I can tell you I do not like them nearly as well. And then the other thing that you need is your neti pot. So every time I get this out, I do wash it, no matter what, because you don't want to be putting anything that might have some germs back into your sinuses. Okay, the first thing that I do is make sure I have the water running and it gets nice and hot. I open it up and get it a little wet. Use some antibacterial soap. I scrub the nozzle really well. Put the soap down into the pot. Swish it all around. Make sure it's nice and sudsy. Clean the top and rinse it all off. Make sure you get all of the soap out, because you do not want any soap going into your sinuses. That will burn. Next, I try to get the temperature of the water to be as close to my body temperature as possible. Maybe a little on the warmer side, but essentially where you almost don't even feel the water hitting your finger is the best way for it to be. Get up just a smidge from that. Then I put a little bit of water in the bottom. Water in the bottom so that when I open the packet, it does not stick to the bottom of the container. So you just dump it in, check your water again, and you're going to notice on your neti pot there is a line. When you look at them closely, it's going to be right here, right as the curvature starts to go back in is where you're going to fill it up to. So just fill it right up there, turn it off, and put your lid on, and shake it well. If you don't shake it, it doesn't take that much to get it stirred in, but if you don't stir it in really well, you're going to get pockets of water that have no saline in them, and then pockets that have too much, and either way makes your nose burn. So the other thing that will make your nose burn is if your water is too hot or too cold. So you're going to kind of have to play around with it at first just to find the right temperature for you. Alright, so the next thing you do is you just simply get down near the sink, put it into one nostril, and breathe through your mouth, leave your mouth open, and the water will just start to come out of the other side of your nostril. And you will notice that there are bubbles of water that come out, bubbles of mucus sometimes that come out too. If you are really congested, you're going to have a very small flow of water. There, you can see some coming out right now. And if you are not congested at all, it's going to come out really quickly. So depending on how your sinuses are doing, you will either go through this very quickly, or it could be a long time and be a little bit frustrating. So on those days, I take a break and just do a little bit at a time, trying to get it to open up. Okay, once you finish your neti pot, and blow your nose back out into the sink, have some tissue nearby, and be ready to blow your nose. And that is one side. You then do the same exact process using your second packet on the other side of the nostril, just turning your head the other way and doing it, and you're done. It's that simple, and you will notice a difference right away. Only tip is don't do it right before you lay down because sometimes you get some drainage from it. So you want to give yourself like 15 minutes before you're hitting the sack to make sure that you get any extra drainage out before that. Enjoy your neti pots!